Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, masters. Whenever you are ready, please open your hands and place on your eyes. Thank you all, masters, for this beautiful meditation. Welcome all of you, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. Thanks to our Guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Thanks to our Guru, Master Tarkam Saradarian. Thanks to all the masters, whoever is helping us with all the wisdom. And thanks to all the masters for joining all these sessions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So welcome all of you for the 20th day of Karma Consciousness, Season 2. So masters, let me share my screen. Okay, masters. So let us understand more on the karma. Okay, so today we are going to discuss on this reincarnation. So till yesterday we discussed on the law of reincarnation. Okay. So Master is telling, according to occult wisdom, a man's life is only a minute of time on the path of his long evolution. So we think that we are living here many years. I'm living for 30 years, 40 years, 100 years, 110 years. Right? Whenever somebody is asking, what is your age? We say that 30, 40, 50, 60. And we think that this is our age. Right? So this is the age of this body, not us. So we have taken many number of lifetimes before. So our knowledge, our wisdom, our experiences, our characteristics, everything is of those many lifetimes we have taken. But from the higher world perspective, Master is telling that we think that we are living so many years here, but Master is telling it is just a minute of time, because as we move towards the higher level consciousness, there is almost no time, right? So the time disappears there. So that's why Master is telling it is a minute of time on the long evolution. So we will get to know what is this long evolution. Okay. So it is an endless evolution, masters. So the chain of life minutes constitutes one endless life, the duration of our evolution. So such life minutes all contributes together towards our evolution. So no one knows where our evolution will eventually or ultimately end, because there is no end. No one seen the end, because there is no end to the evolution. It keeps going on. Only we raise our awareness, raise our consciousness, and that's how we raise our level of vibrations. level of consciousness. So once we attain certain level, we move to the next level. So that's what Master is telling. We end our evolution on a particular level and proceed to the next level. So it is like going to schools. From kindergarten, we go to next level, right? From college, then university, then research, all these things. Like the way we progress in our day-to-day life, in lifetimes also, we progress from one school to another school. So right now, if you see, we're all in the Earth school. So Earth is a very big school, very tough school also. So according to ageless wisdom, a planet is a school. So planet, we are living in the Earth planet. So there are planetary schools, solar schools, cosmic schools. So masters, you can now imagine. So we're all in the school of Earth. So in the school of Earth itself, we are taking many, many lifetimes because we can't learn everything in one lifetime. There are so much to learn, so much to understand, so much to be aware, so much to be learning. So in Earth itself, we will be taking many, many lifetimes. So once we learn everything on planet Earth, or once we think that, okay, I achieved this much in my life, I completed my studies, I have worked so hard, I provided for my family, now I can live peacefully, my job is done. That's what we think. And we come back again. So imagine those many lifetimes we have taken on Earth, will be taking on Earth. And imagine we reached last final state where we learned everything on Earth. So we may be thinking that it is the end. No. That is the end for the Earth. So that would be the beginning for the next level. So whenever once you read one page, you move on to the next page. Once you complete one chapter, you move on to the next chapter. Once you complete one book, you move on to the next book. Right? So life goes on. It never ends. So that's what Master is telling. So we're all in the planetary school. So after we complete planetary school, we may be going to another planet, or we may be going to the solar level. So we are all in the solar system. So each solar system has different planets. There are a number of galaxies out there. So each galaxy has so many star systems, so many solar systems. Each solar system has so many planets. So we are in this planet now. So once we complete this schooling here, we go to the next school. So once we complete planetary schooling, we go to the solar schooling. Once we learn things, whatever we have to learn there, we go to the next level. So it is a never-ending journey, masters. It is a continuously evolving journey, continuously expanding journey, ever-expanding glory. So there is no end. And nobody knows where is the end also. It keeps evolving. By the time we reach there, so much more has been evolved already. Yeah, so one cycle completes, automatically the next cycle awaits for all of us. If we complete one experience, we look for another experience. We had food in the morning. Again, during lunch, again we feel hungry. So we eat something, again for dinner. So it keeps going on. We watched one movie, but next day again we want to watch something else. So it is always ever expanding. We are always striving for something new. We are always looking for greater experiences. Right? So life never stops anywhere. It keeps continuing. Yeah. When we complete the planetary school, we will go on to attend solar schools. So Master is telling, we do not yet know what courses will be taking in the solar schools because we don't have that awareness. We are still in the planetary level. Maybe in the solar schools, they might be talking about us. So I was in the planet. I was learning this. I went through this much. Who knows? Yeah, it's very fascinating subject masters. Very uh, great wisdom was given by our master Tarkam Saradan. We're all grateful for him. So it is a great revelation. At least for me, I'm not aware of all this. I know that somehow I am aware that it is not the end, the life on the planet Earth. But now, after coming through this chapter, I came to know. I got some more, much more greater understanding, greater awareness now. Such a beautiful subject. So we always have to strive for something greater, something higher. So there is no end, masters. We cannot relax. There is, if we say that, okay, I'm done for this life, I have done enough. Now I just have to relax. Means we can relax. And when we come back again, we have to start from there. So always we have to keep striving for something new, something better, something higher, something beautiful, something that transforms us, uplifts us and the whole humanity. And Master is telling beautifully here, when the man who first climbed Mount Everest was asked why he wanted to climb it, he replied, because it is there. Because he is seeing something greater is available there. So he wanted to conquer it. So he done that. It is a challenge. So the Everest we are climbing is not outside of ourselves. We are climbing the Everest within to reach the self, the higher self, the divine self, the divinity within ourselves. So that is where we are all heading, masters. Only the paths are different. Only the directions are different. We're all choosing different paths, different directions, different experiences, different perceptions. But all of our goal is to reach the same source, so the same divinity. We all need to realize that thing. We are the same higher self, the same divine self. So Master is telling the Everest is not there outside, it is there within you. Yeah. So on this noble path, so every life we learn a more, little more, physically, emotionally, mentally. So whenever we take life and again and again, we keep learning a little bit more. So on this noble path, ageless wisdom says that the human soul attends school by wearing the garment of his body. So very beautifully Master is explaining. So this body is nothing but we are wearing something. It is like wearing some shirt. So whenever we take birth, we are wearing this garment called body. This is called incarnation. So many incarnations we take like that. So with this body, how much we can learn, we will learn in that particular lifetime. So that is why very important to take care of ourselves, take care of this body, to make it happy, to make it healthy. Not only physical body, mental body, emotional body also. So all these three are very important. Only when we have this physical body, we can feel that touch. That's what Master is telling. When the soul enters a new body, he is reincarnated. So he will become materialistic now. Now we can perceive them, we can touch them, we can feel them, we can see them, we can hear them. Whereas when it comes to soul, you cannot touch them actually. You cannot feel the touch. So Master is telling, I found that Krishna mentioned that he could recall all of his past lives. So Krishna mentioned uh, during the conversations with Arjuna, he recalled all his past lives. Similarly, Lord Buddha, while speaking to one of his disciples, he mentioned that, Ananda, I was a tortoise millions of years ago. So he could even remember his animal incarnations. So we already learned this one, right? So we evolved from mineral kingdom, and then plant kingdom, and then animal kingdom, and then human kingdom. So we cross all these stages. So that's why it takes so much long journey, masters. It's an evolution. So when we say we are this, it's not just me in this life, or it's not just the lives that I have taken in the human form, the lives that we have taken in the animal form, animal beings, animal world, animal kingdom, all that are there with us now. Similarly, the experiences we have gained in our plant kingdom and in the mineral kingdom. So everything was there within us. All together is the us. Right now, whatever we are there is because is the cumulative experiences of all those from that mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, and the human kingdom, whatever we are right now. So that's what Master is telling. Buddha was telling to Ananda, his disciple. He could remember his one of the life of tortoise millions of years ago. So our journey travels across millennium. And Christ also mentioned, before Abraham, he was there. Abraham was actually born thousands of years before Christ. And Christ was telling, he was there before Abraham also. Because they also have taken lifetimes like us only. They also evolved like us. Lord Krishna, Lord Jesus, Buddha, Shiva, whomever you name it. They all evolved like all of us. They also have taken so many incarnations, so many journeys. And they learned through their practices, through their sadhana. Now they become those highest beings. So one day we also become like them because we're all in that journey to realize that we are not separate from them. They all realized I am the same. I am the same divine. I'm not different from that. So once we realize that, once we become that, we also co-create. Again, so that's what Master is telling. Eventually, we will come to know our past lives, but it will take time and great labor until we reach such a degree of development that our past lives, which are recorded in nature, will begin to be reflected in our brain and we'll be able to see them. So seeing our past lives is not an easy thing, Masters. We need to be having a great level of exposure, great level of experience, great level of evolution. Yeah. And there is one more thing, Master is telling. Right now we have a technology where we can record things. Something is going, we can record, like how we are recording this session, right? So Master is telling. So these sessions that are recorded live, but there will be a time that comes in the future where a genius will invent something which can record something which was already recorded some time back, which we can't do right now, right? We can record in this moment. But Master is telling there will be a time that comes in the future where we can record something that already happened some time back. Because each and everything, whatever is being happening, whatever was happened, everything will be recorded in the space. So not only our words, our thoughts, our movements, our shape, everything is being captured moment by moment by space. So everything will be available in the history. Shortly we'll be able to know what is that. We'll discuss on that. Maybe some of you might be aware. So, and Master is telling, so some of the people who are is close to their death, they can see their past lives. Or they can see their life just like rolling on a high level, like a teaser. Whatever they have done in that lifetime, all of a sudden everything pops up in their eyes, in front of them, like a video. Not everyone, we can't say, some very few of them will be able to see that. Are those who are ready and ascend to the next state, means from who reached that last stage, they'll be able to see the masters who came to take them. Like one of the examples, one of the experiences Master has shared in previous sessions. So one of his guru was actually in a dying state whenever he is able to leave the body. So he was able, his master, his guru was able to see that master who came to take him, who is nothing but none other than Jesus Christ. So masters will be able to see things. So some of us also will be given a opportunity. And there is Master is telling there is a similar movie, a film that has recorded events occurring from the beginning of our evolution, continuing through the to the end of our evolution. So Master is telling our evolution means where we started our journey, not this lifetime or not in the human form, from where exactly we started our journey. So that is also being recorded as a movie. So one day that will be showcased to all of us. So each and everything will be captured, masters. Yeah, and in Bhagavad Gita, there is a we all know that about this reincarnation. So when Arjuna was asking Krishna, so I'm going to kill all these people, and how I'm going to kill them? They are all my relatives. They are all my family, and there will be karma for me. So then Krishna tells to him, Arjuna, you are grieving like a normal person. So a yogi cannot be, the yogi will not be grieved for anything or anyone because no one is going to die. There is no death. You are seeing this body and thinking that they are going to die. Only the body they are leaving, not the, they are not the bodies. They are the souls. They take another body again. It's like they are shedding off their garment, and whenever they take new incarnation, they take another body. So we are killing the adharma in them, not them. And there is no time that you are not there, or there is no time that I was not there. We are all there before. We are there now, and we will be there in the future as well. So there is no time that we don't exist or we never existed. It is just that we are taking different forms and shapes in this planet. We're all here to delve into some experiences, materialistic experiences. It is like changing the clothes. So how we change clothes very often. The similar way we are all changing our bodies because there is no use with that body anymore. That body came to its old age and it has lost all its capability. It will not be able to serve you anymore. So you need a new body to progress further, to learn something further. So that is what Master is telling. The indweller of the body is never born, nor does it die. It is not true that having no existence, it comes into being, nor having been in existence and it again ceases to be. So there was no time you were not there or I was not there. Or there is no time that is going to be that I won't be there or you won't be there. So we all have to learn these things. We all have to become like yogis. The self is the true man, the real man, and that self is never born. We are just changing the forms. We are appearing and disappearing. Yeah, this is also one more important thing. It states that not only man, but also planets, solar systems, galaxies, everything reincarnates. So it's not just we that reincarnates. Everything reincarnates. Even the cells within our body, they do regenerate themselves. They don't live like us. We are living some 50 years, 100 years. But the cells within our body can't live like that. They are very small beings. So every 7 years, our whole body gets regenerated, masters. The cells within our whole body will get regenerated every 7 years. And we think that we are the same person yesterday, we are the same person now, and we are going to be the same person tomorrow. No. So much is changing within us. The moment we are talking right now, also, every moment, something is changing within us. We are not aware. So nothing stays ideal. Nothing remains the same. So change is eternal. It continues all the times. So that's what Master is telling. They appear, they slowly age, then they disappear and return again. This is the eternal cycle of manifestation and unmanifestation, appearance and disappearance. So we manifest and we unmanifest. We take birth and we leave back again. And we come back again. So every time the form appears, we say that the man, planet, universe, or galaxy has incarnated. When they disappear, we say that they have passed away. But who or what is passing away? Only the form is disappearing. Only the form is changing. So we know that stars also die, right? Planets also will die, like us. We can see that ourselves. Plants are dying, animals dying. So it's just that they're changing the shapes. They will come back again, like us. And there is a beautiful way that Master keeps telling us. Maybe tomorrow we may discuss about that, about this planet's reincarnation. So the form passes away, not the real self within us, within the planet, solar system, universe, or galaxy. So only the soul remains same. Only the form is changing. We are changing the vehicles so that we can move towards higher level of consciousness. Because with this body, we can't attain higher level consciousness. Because this body has certain level of capability that it can accommodate. So it has reached its lifespan. It came to an end. So everything in nature progresses. So there is a great law in nature which states that nothing stays at the same level forever. So as we already mentioned, there is so much happening within our body itself. The moment we speak about, the next moment it keeps changing. It is not the same, but we think it is the same. So it changes from level 1 to level 2 and then proceeds to level 3, level 4, continues. So we develop physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, working on different levels at different ways in different times. So nothing stays the same way, masters. Everything changes. So we can see the atmosphere around us, the environment around us keeps changing always. So our nature itself tells everything. Nothing is going to remain. But we are so much into this materialistic world. We are stuck with this and we want the same results, same experiences. We just stuck with that particular, our own opinions, our own known things. Sometimes, or most of the times, we fear to explore the unknown. We just be comfortable with what we know about. That's why we fear to take anything new. We don't know what could be the outcome of it. At least this I know. If I do this, I will get this. So the development on physical, emotional, and mental level is cyclical until the person reaches the self, that great spark. So it continues, masters. It never ceases at one place. So even our life itself keeps telling us when we are at uh, children, when we are like children, we play with the toys. But when we grown up, do we play with the toys in the same way? Because now our conscious levels changes, our awareness level changes, our interest changes, our habits changes. Now we want something else. So we don't play with toys anymore. So as we grow, our our awareness changes, our interest changes, our understanding level changes. So everything is changing, nothing is remaining the same. We are evolving towards the higher consciousness, higher awareness. But we need to keep checking, are we growing for the better or are we growing for the worst? Because sometimes we stick to some same old patterns and we suffer a lot. So we always have to keep striving for something better, something beautiful, something more loving. That's why it is very important to take care of ourselves, our physical, our emotional, our mental. Only when we can take care of ourselves, only when we love ourselves completely, without any conditions, we can care about others, we can love others, we can treat others better. And Master is telling, every time humanity has given a great law or a great truth, people slowly bring it down to the level of commonplace market to make a business out of it. So Master is telling the same thing actually. So anything if you take here, everything is turning out into a business only. So that's why Patriji Master, Patriji Sir, has clearly mentioned spirituality is not for business. So spirituality is each and everyone's right to know, to understand, to learn. Because only one is aware of the spirituality, they can understand how to live life, how to perceive life, how to understand life, how to make their life better. Otherwise, we are so much into this materialistic world. This is also one of the beautiful quote. Your perspective is always limited by how much you know. Expand your knowledge and you will transform your mind. That's why we need to keep reading books. Swajjaya is very, very important. Only when we read books, again, not any book, right books, spiritual books. Any book that uplifts your soul, uplifts your awareness, consciousness to the next level. So those are the books we need to read. So when we read, we will be knowing, okay, this is something that is there. And we can relate that into our life experiences. Otherwise, we see the life the way we are. When we read books, we'll be able to expand our awareness, expand our understanding levels. With that perspective, we can see or we can revisit our experiences and understand what it could be, why I went through that. Okay, masters, let us pause the discussion here. We'll continue to tomorrow again. Thank you all, masters. Yeah, if anyone have anything to share or anything to ask, you can ask, masters. Thank you all. Thank you, Daksha madam. Ageless wisdom and also endless wisdom. Yes. Thank you, madam. Thank you, Bhanu madam.
During the, I want to say something. During the lockdown, I was trying to learn Gujarati, another language. I thought.
Okay.
So, I was translating 45, 50 years ago, but I was translating into the Hindi to Gujarati to English, all those. But I can read them, but I could not write them. That was so. I thought I learned, and my, the teacher who was guiding me, she was from America, and she was Jain. So I was teaching about Simandhar Swami and all the Jainism, and I had no knowledge of that very much. So when I was, so she was talking about Mahavidesh Kshetra, another Kshetra where their Tirthankar used to go. So similar planet as like Earth. So they go from one planet to another planet, and their books is written in Magdi because the Simantha Swami, the Mahavir Swami was born in Bihar. So
Okay.
it's very so, and in the Magdi and all this. So I told her that I know Magdi. She said, "How do you know?" I said, "My mother speaks Magdi, and I used to speak in the young in the Magdi and all this." So I came to learn. So there's so many things that I don't know. And when you said about we go from one planet to another to improve, so it reminded me that before that I had no knowledge of about this Tirthankar and all these in there. So we have our like Buddha, you're saying. Same thing is like the Jainism, the Mahavir Jain and all these Tirthankars, that Simandhar Swami and all. So it's how similar it is. And
Yeah.
So even there's so much learning, and even I don't know that I know a tiny bit of about our world or the books or the anything is very little. The more you learn, you realize you know very little.
Exactly.
Just
Exactly.
I thought I know something, but that is very little. It's just like a drop in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
Exactly.
enlightening, and I'm so happy to
Yeah.
know.
Thank you very much for
Thank
sharing,
you very
madam.
much. It's very, very,
Yeah.
it's helping me. I'm learning a lot, and thanks.
Thank you very much for
Thank
bringing
you.
that
Thank you.
phrase,
Yeah,
drop in the ocean.
just the
Really.
ocean. Yeah, just and
Yeah.
because with that time I learned from her, and I was so much excited that I know, and all the friends, in the I have so many Chinese friends. They were just phoning me. Oh, do you know Magdi? And I, I felt very happy. Yes, I do. So I was trying to, they will say something in the Magdi, and I will say. And I say, I know how to read and write because I know many languages. So I said to her, I know. So I didn't realize till she said that I know Magdi.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no knowledge of myself because it is your own language, kind of, and my mother speaks and writes in that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's how it, it comes.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you all, masters, for your messages.
I wanted to thank Manjuben that she is learning something new at this age. It's so nice because
Yes, I,
it's
I,
because that
I will like to talk to you in the Gujarati sometime, because I can read them right
definitely
very, because I passed the
Manjuben.
exam as well, the Gujarati, but speaking, I can make the grammatical mistakes. Yeah.
Well, I used to be a Gujarati teacher. I've taught a lot of children Gujarati, especially children born in this country. It's not easy because their pronunciation in the way their mouth motor works is
Yeah.
entirely different. And it takes quite a lot of patience to teach that. At the moment, I'm teaching Sanskrit mantras. But what I'm doing is going through with Gita Parivar, I'm going through the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So I've done whole 18 chapters and I've started again doing it because I
Yeah.
realize the more I do it, the more I'm learning. Every slok that you learn has got such deep meaning
Yeah. Yeah.
that you're going to spend your whole life and never be able to completely
Yeah.
learn the whole thing. So it's such a joy to be able to open your mind and to learn at this stage in my
Yeah.
life.
Even
It's really
like
good. Yes.
I'm near Banaras, so the Banaras, the Sanskrit is pronunciation is different than people from
Yes.
Bengal and other. So it's a different part. But yes,
Yeah.
Gujarati and Hindi is very similar.
Very similar.
Very
Yes.
similar. It's like a brother sister.
That's it. That's
I'm
it.
very
Yes.
proud of you,
Yeah.
learning all
Yes.
these languages. Very good.
Yes.
No,
Excellent.
I love I love Gujarati food. I perhaps in my previous life I was Gujarati. I feel like that when I go to almost.
Now we're talking
I
about
feel
different
that
lives, isn't it?
I was in
What
my
life we had.
previous life. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Interesting
good.
what we can know and how much we know
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you
it.
anyway.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Yes.
Good
Yeah.
Thank
night.
you all, masters.
Shubhratri.
Yeah.
Dhanyavad.
You're learning
Dhanyavad.
languages, aren't you now? Gujarati and all this Magdi language and everything. Because he doesn't understand Gujarati, ne? And
Yeah.
you understand Hindi properly?
Yes.
Little, ma'am.
Little bit, ne? Not
Bollywood
much
made
Hindi.
everyone understand a bit of the music and a little bit. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just from the south. That's why he doesn't know much of the language. I know Hindi is hard for them as well. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
No, I
have
like
so,
Hindi actually. I like Hindi because I
Yeah.
had it until my 10th standard.
Oh,
But
10th standard.
afterwards,
Okay.
also you'll
I love Hindi language. But afterwards, I didn't get a chance to
Learn,
get
yeah.
into much into it. So I lost the touch.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fine. Thank you very much, master,
Thank
for
you.
Okay, good
wonderful
night.
conversation.
Yeah.
Namaste. Yeah.
See you
Happy
tomorrow.
night.
Shubhratri. Good night.
Subhratri.
Shubhratri.
Subhratri.
Shubhratri. Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Dhanyavad to